Hello children, this is Resma's Science Classes. Welcome all of you. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, then subscribe it as soon as possible and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of the new upcoming videos. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is the water as a resource. It is taken from the science book of class 3, and under this topic we will learn about the change of state of water. So let's start. Water as a resource. Water is important for life on earth. When our earth is seen from the space, it appears blue in color. This is because most of the earth's surface is covered with water. All living things need water to survive. It is one of the most valuable resource for us because majority of our daily activities depend on water. We have already learnt in the previous chapters that water can change it from by heating or cooling. It can exist in all the three forms: solid, that means ice; liquid, that means water; and the gas, that means water vapor. Let's learn more about the change of state of water. Dear children, you all know that water is very important for the life on the earth. Our earth is seen blue from the space. It is because most of the earth it is covered with the water. That's why our earth looks blue from the space. We all living things need water to survive, like the animals, like the plants, like the human beings. We all need water to survive. That's why it is the most valuable resource for us, because our daily works, our majority of our daily activities depends on water. We all have already learnt in the previous chapters that water can change from its form by heating or cooling. Okay? And the water is the only matter that exists in three forms. Like the solid. In the solid it is found in ice. In the liquid it is found in water, and in the gases it is present in or found in water vapor. So in this chapter we will learn more about the change of states of water. Change of state of water. The change of state of water occurs because of temperature changes. Let's study how it happens. The first one is when the temperature at which ice is kept is increased, it changes into water. This change is called as the melting. Okay. When the temperature of the ice, if we increase that temperature, okay, it changes into water, and this change is known as the melting. If we put the ice cubes in the sun, we find that the ice cubes, they are melting. They are changes into the water form. That is known as the melting. Okay. The next is when water is heated or its temperature is increased, it changes into water vapor. This change is called as the evaporation. When the heating process is slow, while it is called the boiling. When the heating is fast, okay, when we heat the water or increases its temperature, what happens? The water changes into gaseous form, that means the water vapor. You must have seen in your homes, in the kitchens, okay, when we put a container of water in the gas, after some time we find that some vapors they arises from the container. That is due to the changes of water in the form of the water vapors. And this process, that means the change of water into the vapor form, into the gaseous form, this is known as the evaporation. Okay. When the heating process is slow, it is known as evaporation, and when the heating process is fast, it is known as the boiling. If you see, you can see here in this picture, okay, these are the ice cubes. Okay, these are the ice cubes. When we increase the temperature, what happens? These melt. These melt and changes into water. Okay, when we, this process is known as the melting. When we heat this water, what happens? The vapor arises, that means it changes into the gaseous form. This process is known as this process is known as evaporation. Okay, and when we heat this water and the water changes into the gaseous form, this process is known as the evaporation. The third is, when water vapor is cooled or its temperature is decreased, it changes into water. This change is called as the condensation. This process is opposite of the evaporation. When the water vapor, when we cool the water vapor, then what happens? The water vapor, it changes into water, and this change, it is known as the condensation. In this process, that means the condensation process, it is just opposite to the evaporation. You must have seen that when you put your hand or palm in the hot water glass or the teacup, okay, after some time what happens? We find some water droplets in our palm. Okay, that is because when the water vapor arises from the teacup or the hot water glass, it cools when comes in contact in our hand. Okay, and it changes into water droplets. This process is known as the condensation, and this process is just opposite of the evaporation. The next is the, when the temperature of the water is decreased by cooling, it changes into ice. This change is called as the freezing or the solidification. This process is opposite of the melting. Okay, when we decrease the temperature of the water by the cooling process, then what happens? It changes into the ice form, and this change is known as the freezing or the solidification. You seen that when you put the ice tray and pour some water in that and put it into the refrigerator. Okay, what happens? After some times we find that water is changes into the solid form, ice cubes. That process is known as the freezing process or the solidification process, and this solidification process, it is just opposite of the melting process. Okay, let's we learn. Did you know? Degree centigrade or degree Celsius is one of the unit to measure the temperature. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade and freeze at 0 degree centigrade. This degree centigrade, it is denoted like this. Okay, it is denoted like this. This is the degree centigrade or degree Celsius. It is the unit to measure the temperature, and the water, it boils at 100 degree centigrade and the water it freeze, that means changes into ice cubes at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, this is the change of state of water. This is the water form. Okay, when it changes into ice form, this process is known as freezing. Okay, when the water changes into ice form, that means liquid form to solid form, it is known as the freezing. And when this ice cube melts into water, that means from liquid form to again not the liquid, it is the solid form to again liquid form, it is known as the melting. This process is known as the melting process. And the water, when it changes into the vapor form, that means the gaseous form, okay, this process is known as the heating, boiling or the evaporation process. When the heating process is slow, it is known as the evaporation process, and when the heating process is fast, it is known as the boiling process. Is it clear? Okay, when again the water vapor changes into water, that means from the gaseous form to liquid form, it is known as the cooling or the condensation. This process is known as the condensation. Okay, liquid to solid, freezing, solid to liquid, melting, liquid to gas, evaporation or boiling, and again gas to liquid, it is known as the condensation process. This is the whole process of change of state of water. Okay, I end this video here. The next part we will continue in the next video. Okay, I hope you guys you understood this very well. If you like my videos, please like and share to your friends, your classmates. If you want to watch my previous videos, links are given in the description box. And if you want to watch my new upcoming videos, please subscribe my channel, that is the Reshma Science Classes, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of the new upcoming videos. Okay, till then bye and thank you.